Stars and Stories. Once upon a time, in a small, cozy village nestled at the edge of a vast, enchanted forest, there lived a wise storyteller named Elinor. Elinor was known throughout the land for her gift of weaving tales that were as enchanting as the forest itself. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the first stars appeared in the darkening sky, the villagers would gather around Elinor's cottage to hear her stories. Elinor's cottage was a charming, thatched-roof house adorned with ivy and flowers. It had a warm, inviting glow that drew people in like a magnet, and the aroma of freshly baked bread wafted through the air. The cottage was nestled beneath a great oak tree, whose branches stretched out like arms, offering shelter and solace to all who sought it. As night fell and the villagers gathered around, Elinor would light a large, crackling fire in her stone hearth. The flames danced and cast a warm, golden light across the room, illuminating the faces of young and old alike. The fire was like a beacon, a signal that it was time for the evening's storytelling. Elinor herself was a remarkable woman, with silver hair that fell in waves around her shoulders and eyes as deep and mysterious as the forest itself. She was always adorned in a long, flowing robe that seemed to change colors like the shifting leaves of autumn. Her voice was like a gentle breeze through the trees, soothing and full of wonder. One evening, as the villagers gathered for their nightly ritual, Elinor stepped forward and said, "Tonight, my dear friends, I have a special story to share. It is a story of the stars and the secrets they hold. A story of distant galaxies, cosmic wonders, and the magic that connects us all." The villagers leaned in, their eyes twinkling with anticipation. They loved Elinor's stories, but a tale about the stars was something they had never heard before. Elinor began her tale with a description of the night sky, with its countless stars that shimmered like diamonds on a velvet canvas. She told of the constellations and their stories, how they came to be and what they represented. Each star, she explained, had a tale to tell, a history as old as time itself. The villagers listened with rapt attention as Elinor described the great constellation of Orion, the hunter. She wove a tale of a brave and noble hunter who had been transformed into a constellation to forever chase the Pleiades, the seven sisters, across the night sky. The villagers marveled at how the stars in Orion's belt formed a perfect line, and they could see the bow he held, poised to let fly an arrow. Elinor's storytelling took them on a journey through the Milky Way, where they encountered star clusters and nebulae, each with its own unique story. She spoke of the birth and death of stars, of supernovas that exploded with the force of 1,000 suns, and of black holes that swallowed everything in their path. As she continued, Elinor revealed the legends of other constellations, such as the Great Bear and the Little Bear, and how they were said to be guardians of the celestial pole. She told tales of the zodiac signs and their influence on people's lives, of how the stars could guide one's destiny. But Elinor's story was not just about distant stars and galaxies. She also spoke of the connection between the heavens and the earth, and how the stars could be a source of inspiration and hope. She told of shooting stars, and how people made wishes upon them, believing that their dreams would come true. The villagers were entranced by Elinor's words. They gazed up at the stars through the windows of her cottage, their hearts filled with wonder and a newfound appreciation for the night sky. Elinor continued her tale by sharing stories of how different cultures around the world had their own interpretations of the stars. She spoke of the ancient Egyptians, who saw the star Sirius as the bringer of the Nile's floodwaters, and the ancient Greeks, who believed that the constellation Cassiopeia represented a vain queen. As the night wore on, Elinor's storytelling took on a dreamlike quality. She spoke of the night sky as a vast tapestry of stories waiting to be unraveled. She told of the beauty of the northern lights, how they were the spirits of the ancestors dancing across the heavens. The villagers were completely under Elinor's spell, transported to a world where the boundaries between reality and dreams blurred. It was as if they were floating among the stars themselves, part of the grand cosmic story. Elinor's tale drew to a close as the fire crackled and the villagers sighed contentedly. She spoke of the importance of looking up at the stars, of finding inspiration in the night sky, and of the stories that could be discovered in the heavens above. "Remember," Elinor said, her voice soft but filled with conviction, "the stars are not just distant pinpricks of light. They are the storytellers of the universe, and each one has a tale to share. Look up at the night sky, and you will find a lifetime of stories waiting to be heard." The villagers left Elinor's cottage that night with hearts full of gratitude and wonder. They looked up at the starry sky with new eyes, knowing that each twinkle held a story, a secret, and a connection to the cosmos. And so, in that small, enchanted village, under the guidance of the wise storyteller Elinor, the tradition of gathering to listen to stories beneath the stars became a cherished and timeless ritual. The villagers came together every evening, not only to hear Elinor's tales but to share their own stories, inspired by the wonders of the night sky. In this way, the village lived on, united by the stories of the stars and the powerful bond of storytelling, reminding them that even in the vastness of the universe, they were all connected by the threads of narrative and the magic of the cosmos. As Elinor often said, the stars may be far away, but their stories are always close, waiting to be heard, shared, and cherished. And so, the village, the stars, and the stories continued to shine brightly, like a constellation of wonder in the night sky, forever reminding us of the power of stories to connect, inspire, and illuminate our lives.